Here we are, another Coffee with the Rev. This time we're going to be talking about stretch your time, and I mean stretch it. So stay with us through the whole thing and see what you think about the ideas I've come up with and I've gleaned out of various books and things that I've been reading. So the first question somebody out there has already asked: how am I supposed to stretch time? It sounds impossible. You can't really stretch it, but here's here's what I want to attempt to help you guys with. Fundamentally, the first step in stretching your time is to establish a daily schedule. And I covered that a little bit last week. Set aside certain times that you do certain things. That's, I'm going to call them gotta be's. All right, now, the schedule gives you a framework within which you can work to add all the other things that come in, such as work and other things that come out and about through the day. So, here's some reminders. Layer your activities. Combine activities in a logical manner. So while in the car commuting, you can put in an audio and learn business skills, a new language, or learn how to cook a new recipe. Increase what you charge for your time. But this is for entrepreneurs and business owners, small business owners. You don't want to price yourself out of the market. However, you need to see what the market will bear. What's a equitable price? I don't want to say fair. Everybody has their own definition of fair. What is an equitable price for your services? And then that's what you charge. Don't let people talk you down. Now, you might talk to them about a different way to pay for the service. Instead of giving them a big bulk figure and say, okay, this is going to cost you $10,000. And they're going like, oh, good gracious, I can't afford that. Or you might say, oh, let's see, let me think about that just a second. This will cost about $250 a week. And they say, oh, well, I can do that. See the difference there? You've given them an option instead of demanding that you be paid in full for a year's worth of work. So the perception of the small business owner and entrepreneurs, they're not big business people and they're not got millions of dollars sitting around in a bank somewhere. They're just trying to survive, probably just like you. So be considerate and be tactful in how you interact with people asking for the price that you need. Don't think that your work is so important that you just have to have that price and this is the only way it can be done. And no. You modify you because not everybody is going to see things like you do. If you are a consultant like I was for years and years, I realized I could go in, make some changes, and invariably, when I came back the following week, a lot of the changes were not implemented. They picked up on some, but the others they didn't. So what did I do? Lambaste them and tell them how awful that is? No. I just, well, this is great. You know, y'all did 10% of the things that were really important to get done. Now let's address a little bit more of what I talked about last week. Does this mess you up in your mind that you just have to have things a certain way? Or do you want to work with your clients to have long-term clients? Yes, in the long run, it will cost a client more. However, in the long run, they will be your clients for years and years, and they will tell other people about you. If you demand to have things a certain way, forget it. You might as well go get a job somewhere because they are not going to follow through with that. Okay, let me move on. Here's some other ideas. Postpone some of your goals. You know, not everything has got to be done now. Just say it. Think about what you're wanting to do and space the tasks out over time. Perhaps you can focus on a goal for a week or a month or a year or 5 years. What is the task? What does it consist of? How long will it take to do each section of this task? No, you're not going to make $1 million next month. However, you can make $1 million in 5 years pretty easy. So the key is space and pace yourself. So I've become pretty proficient at utilizing minutes. Yes, I have. I used to think in months or weeks, and then I got to where I started thinking in days. Then I got to thinking, you know what? And I started reading a lot of different books on how to organize and how to be successful. And basically what these books told me is you need to break your schedule down, my schedule, down into minutes. Oh yeah. How many minutes does it take to get that cup of coffee from the water cooler area, the coffee clutch, or whatever y'all have at your office or home? If you're a home business like I have been most of my life, you can waste a lot of time getting coffee. However, that's why it's called Coffee with a Rev, because I like coffee. So you have to organize yourself in your mind. I'm going to get a cup of coffee, not hang out at the water cooler or hang out in the coffee room talking and shooting the bull about the latest video game or the movie, or talking about other people or workers or what's going on at home, or sports. Get your coffee and go back to your desk and go back to work. When you do this and you kill that time shooting the bull, you're stealing from your employer. And I don't care if you don't like that. That's what you're doing. You're stealing from the employer. They're paying you to work, not shoot the bull. So a lot of people won't bring that up because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Well, I'm telling you, I find that the majority of people, 99%, are honest. They want to do a good job and they expect to be reimbursed appropriately for that. Even if you're not being reimbursed appropriately, to maintain your integrity, make sure you don't steal minutes or hours from your employer. Like the 15-minute break that takes you leave 10 minutes before it starts, you take 15 minutes and take 20 minutes getting back. You stole from the employer. And you never will advance in your entire life. However, when you do what you're supposed to do, and whether you want to call it God taking care of you or the universe making things right, you will be compensated appropriately in the future for doing the right thing today. Oops, man, I'm running out of time already. Okay, group similar things that you're trying to do so that it doesn't take you a lot of transition time to get to something else. Also, before I get too far in this, I am having a contest starting with this newsletter, starting today. This contest is going to run till April 30th, 2022. For everybody that's a gold member, subscriber, and you can become a gold member subscriber by going to www.patreon, patreon.com/a-step-above, ASTEPABOVE, and it's only $9 a month. You get my newsletters for free. Well, you're paying for them. But you get my newsletters, you get the video that's in the newsletter, and you get a copy of every book I publish during the year for free. I take care of the shipping also, so you get the thing totally free. My latest book that has just come out is called Life Notes, My Plan Journal. It's available on Amazon.com, and just all you have to do is put in Life Notes, Joseph W. Booth, and poof, there it is. The hardback version is already in publication. The paperback comes out this week, Monday or Tuesday, I believe. Anyway, you'll get such as that. You become a gold member, you'll get that book mailed to you right away. The hardback version is like $23.95, and you're paying $9 a month. you're coming out way ahead. Anyway, the person that's a gold member that gets the most new gold member subscribers over seven's kind of the kickoff point, will have a character named in my next book, and that character will have a recurring mention or role in my Chandler Diamond mystery series. Now, the first runner-up, I know somebody's going to ask this, the first runner-up will also have a character named after them in the next book, but not on a recurring basis. So I encourage you guys to get out there and get moving. I mentioned this already to a subscriber in passing. We happened to be out at lunch. She's determined she's going to win this thing. So you guys better get on the ball, because she's a super salesperson. I don't know how many subscribers she can get, but she said, man, that's super. So I'll have a character named after me in every future book you write with the Chandler Diamond series. I said, that's correct. So man, she's probably already got people lined up. I didn't mean to give her a head start. I was just talking, and I knew this was coming out. So anyway, you guys get on the ball. And let me finish this up real quick. So take charge, get a notebook and pen, put them where you can start your day with the notes that you may have made last night or that morning. But put it in a place where you know where you're going to see it. Make it a habit. So, if you want to do things in the morning, get up a little bit early to write down your day. I found doing mine the night before, I could relax. I was, kind of chilling, and I could write my stuff down. So the next morning I just picked up and saw what I was supposed to do. Also, get yourself some type of planner that will allow you to keep track of what you're doing. And make it out. Everything you can do in advance, put it in that planner so nothing surprises you. After a week, assess how you're doing. Then make modifications as you need to. However, I suggest you do these about once a week so you don't overreact or do too much change to something that might seem like it's not working, and then on day 3 or 4, oh man, I wished I hadn't stopped doing that because now it's working. But so I'm excited about the contest. I'm excited about you guys getting organized. And remember, our last issue for Time Control will be February 28th, and the name of that one will be Time Attack Plan. TAP. So be looking forward to that. Make it a great day. Check out our Patreon site, www.patreon.com/a step above, and make it a super week.